the fucking bed sheets, shredding the bed sheets up, tearing them, takes them and makes the string out of them. And I'm sitting there in this hospital gown, and I wake up, and it's my second day in this hospital, and I was just like, and I'm starting to realize that I'm just not in a hospital with normal people. These people were very sick in here. And I'm not saying that to be mean or malicious or judgmental. They were. They was talking to people who wasn't there. They was yelling, arguing with the staff, fighting the staff. And I just couldn't comprehend, where am I? This was not a normal hospital. This is not normal behavior. Even with everything that happens in Vegas with all the crackheads and the drunks and everything, no, these people weren't just drunks. The room that I was in with these people were not drunks. They were not addicts, okay? They were sick in the head. They were not there. Nobody was home. Not in the slightest. There was a few. There was me and this other guy. And that was it. That seemed normal. We were the only normal ones in there. And we just, kept our head down, trying to mind our business. Just, me over here, I'm going home. I'm just going home. Another day passes. And I just keep asking them the same thing. When am I going home? Who do I talk to get home? Can I talk to? Another day goes. Couldn't talk to anyone. Haven't talked to my family. Haven't talked to my daughter. Haven't talked to my boyfriend. Haven't talked to my mom. Nobody. I was just sitting there alone. And I just kept trying to stay positive, trying to stay optimistic. You're going home. You're going home. And then the second day, I'm asking to go home. Starting to see the type of people I'm around. When am I going home? When am I going home? That's like all I ever heard myself say, honestly. When am I going home? Can I go home? Who can I talk to? When am I going home? When am I talking to a doctor? When am I going home? They're coming. They're gonna come to get you, and you're gonna go home. But here, take these vitamins. Vitamins for what? Vitamins because they're good for you. Here. Am I going home? Yeah. Here, vitamins. Just take the vitamins, do what they say, and they'll just fucking let you go home. Okay, whatever. I take the vitamins, and things just kept spiraling and getting crazier. And people I was around talk to themselves and pee on themselves. Are you gonna help me to go to the bathroom? Are you gonna let me go to the bathroom? No? Okay, well, I'm gonna go right here. People pissing on themselves, people fighting, people arguing. And at this point, I'm just trying to do what is told of me so that I could go home faster. Because obviously these people are being belligerent. So maybe that's why they're not going home. I don't know. I was just trying so hard to keep it together. I was just anything I had left of me, I was just trying to keep it together. And I don't remember a whole lot after I started taking the vitamins. And the third day rolls around. And I'm just like, you go to give me the vitamins. And I'm just like, one day, no, I'm good. I don't want to take the vitamins. No, these aren't your vitamins. These are your pills. My pills. I didn't come in with any pills. I didn't come in with anything. I don't have any pills or medication I've been on in a long time. And they're just like, oh no, they're your pills. Take them. And I take them. And they would give us these vitamins quite frequently. Just constantly giving out these vitamins. Take your vitamins. Take your pills. So I just did that. And I can remember things here and there before that. I didn't have full clarity. Looking back in hindsight, I don't remember a lot. But I didn't start losing recollection of my memory until after taking these pills. And you guys, my boyfriend apparently was out and fine. Apparently my boyfriend was visiting me, and he was seeing me every chance that he could get while I was in there. And honestly, I only remember one time, and it was the last time that I remembered anything at all. That was the last day that I could recall any real recollection of anything. And I just remember, asking, can I go home? Can I go home? That's all. That's all I remember saying, because I didn't want to talk to anyone in there. I didn't want to socialize with anyone in there. I didn't want to get in trouble with anyone by having any sort of contact in there. And I wasn't going to be friends with anybody in there because, bitch, I was going home. So I stuck to myself and by myself because I didn't think that I was where I was. I don't even know where I was. All I know was that I went into this hospital. And then the next thing I know, I don't know where, but I'm in another place in this hospital and I don't remember how I got there. And don't say like, oh, well, what if you must have been high on drugs. You must have been completely inebriated when you went. No, I wasn't. I really wasn't. I had taken 3 shots that morning. And that's not enough to keep me locked up the way they had me locked up. At this point, I was being held against my own will without even knowing, because they kept lying to me, saying, you're gonna go home, and I just keep thinking, I'm gonna go home. And then the last thing I remember, I saw my boyfriend, and it was, be a good girl, eat your food, take the vitamins, do what they say, just stick your head low. I don't recall much. I don't recall much of anything after he said, these are your pills. After that, want to know the last thing I remember? I remember my boyfriend briefly coming in. I don't remember the conversation I had. I don't remember anything. I just remember I saw him, and then he left after that. I just remember that in my last memory. I will never forget, because I checked myself in that moment, okay? I checked my ass, because I freaked myself out. I scared my fucking self. My last memory of recollection. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to say, because it's hard for me to still digest that this happened to me, but I just remember sitting in my bed, just thinking, just trying to focus, just trying to sit in my bed. I was sitting like this, just like this, crisscross applesauce. And I was just like, okay, just behave. Any minute now, they're gonna come back. They're gonna get you. You just saw your boyfriend. You're gonna go home with him. So any minute now, right? I'm just sitting there waiting patiently for the doctor to come and say, hey, you're going home, or hey, you get to talk to the doctor to go home, or whatever. I don't know. But I remember in that moment, I don't know what I was saying. But I just remember being correct. And then the next moment, I was. And I'm not just talking like a little. Like, I was like, I could feel myself rocking back and forth. And I was talking to myself, and I don't know what the fuck I was saying. I don't think I was speaking English. I was like speaking gibberish, and it creeped me the fuck out. I hate talking about this, and I hate the feeling when I talk about it, because it's a weird moment catching yourself lose your mind like that. And in that moment, that wasn't me. I've never done that in my whole life. I've never been like that in my whole entire life. I've never been schizophrenic, crazy, talk to myself. I've never done any of that my whole life. And I caught myself in that moment, and I was rocking back and forth. And I was talking whatever the fuck I was saying. And I caught myself. And I was like, and I went and I sat up really fast. And I was just like, whoa. I was like, that wasn't you? What the fuck just happened? And I was so scared. I was so scared in that moment. And I looked around the room, and I was just like, oh my god, I hope they didn't see. I hope the doctors didn't see, because that's all these doctors did. We were all in this room, and there was doctors in this corner of the room, and they would just watch us all day like guinea pigs and lab rats, and then they would just feed us this medication. And I don't remember anything after that moment. After I checked myself, after I was like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, how the fuck are they gonna let you home after you just did that? Like, oh my god. I was fucking shook, guys. Like, I was terrified of what the... And then after that, I don't remember anything. I don't remember the days, how many days I was in there. I was brainwashed. And I'm not saying that lightly at all. Whatever happened to me in that hospital was brainwashing, because I have no memory. I have no recollection, and I am not a crazy person. I do not have a history of any psychological issues like that. Okay, I might self-harm, yeah, okay. I might have depression and anxiety, yeah. But I am not fucking crazy. That is one thing for a fact. I know I am not. And I don't remember. I don't remember anything. But somehow, I got home. Finally. I don't know how many days I was in there. After that, I finally remember being with my boyfriend, and I was finally out of all that, and I was away from the hospital, and when I woke up, they were just like so happy I was back. Like they hadn't seen me in forever. Like Like I had just woken up out of a coma. Like that's how happy they were to see me. And I had been there. But like this was me when the real me finally came back from that brainwashing, whatever they did. I finally was back. Because I was out of their care, and I wasn't taking any more pills that they had given to me. And when I finally came to consciousness, my boyfriend and his aunt, we had ended up at his aunt's house because we had no money left. He had spent all his money on staying in hotels because he was waiting on me to come home. So he spent all of his money spending the night at hotels and stuff, waiting for me to get out of the hospital. And thank God, though, he had his family out there, some family, and I was with his aunt, and his aunt was a nurse. And so I was in a lot better care, obviously. I was in safe care finally. And when I had come to wake up from whatever I had just came out of, they were all just like, you were crazy. Like, I didn't know what year it was. I guess I didn't know who the president was. I didn't know even my own name. I didn't know. And I'm sorry, it's a mix of emotions. I get mad, I get sad, I don't know how to act because that's scary. When stuff happens to you and you don't remember, I can't explain the feeling. I really can't. It's unidentifiable. And they were like, we tried to get you food to eat. You know, we took you out and we tried to have you eat at a restaurant, and you like made a big scene in the restaurant, and you were throwing stuff around. You were throwing food around. He was throwing like salt over your shoulders, like, so we couldn't have you out in public after we got you out of the hospital. So we had to take you back to the house. And when I got back to the house, I apparently had I had poor woman. Such a sweet lady. She was probably like, what the fuck is this bitch doing in my house? Because apparently I was like fucking her house up, like trying to clean it to be my own because I thought it was my house and shit wasn't right. So I had to fix and move and change everything apparently. And I was just acting crazy and belligerent. And I guess I wouldn't stop. And they were just like so worried and mad and upset that I guess my boyfriend and his aunt, like, they had called the hospital and been like they tried to get information, like, what the fuck did you do to her? She is not herself. Like, what the fuck medication did you guys give her? Because she's insane right now. Like, she's crazy. And they're just like, oh no, we don't have any documented papers. We don't have anything in our registry that has your patient. To this day, I don't know what was going on or what they were doing to people in that facility. From my experience, what I do know is that they made me crazy. They made me out of my mind. They erased who I was. I cannot be more literal. I am not kidding. I'm not being over fucking dramatic. I'm being serious. And it makes me so sick to my stomach thinking about it. And they said they had nothing. They were like, that person's never been here. We don't know what you're talking about. We didn't give her any medication. No, I'm good. I don't want to take the vitamins. No, these aren't your vitamins. These are your pills. My pills. We didn't give her any medication. I didn't come in with any pills. I didn't come in with anything. I don't have any pills or medication I've been on in a long time. We didn't give her any medication. And they're just like, oh no, they're your pills. Take them. Just constantly giving out these vitamins. We didn't give her any medication. It wasn't... I don't know how they run hospitals in Vegas, but what they were doing in that hospital to people and to me was not the right thing. And apparently the only reason why I fucking got out of there in the time that I had was because there was the other guy in there that I had told you about that was normal like me, but he kept staying because he wouldn't take the medication and he wouldn't follow the rule. Like he wouldn't eat the food, he wouldn't take the medication, he would not do the shit that you would think to do to try and go home. He was just like, you don't fucking touch me. Like, I'll just sit here. Like, you fucking leave me alone. So, he wasn't on any medication being in there, but he was stuck in there because of that. And I guess he had told my boyfriend that last time that when I had remembered he came in, the only time I remember when he came in, that guy had told my boyfriend, like, yo, you need to get your girl the fuck out of here. 'Cause your girl is normal. They are making her crazy. I watched her come in here normal. They're making her go crazy. And I guess my boyfriend freaked out and, like, demanded to the fucking doctors out there. Like, he said my boyfriend, like, made a scene. He was like, your boyfriend, like, he, like, slammed his fist on that desk and was like, you are letting my girlfriend out. She is not going to be held here captive. You do not have the right to keep her. She is going home with me, and we are going home to our kids. You are letting her leave, or so help me God, you guys will have another problem on your hands. And apparently after that talk, they let me go. And I'm just so grateful, because even given what he had done to me was wrong, back at the hotel and the things that he had treated me and all that, that was wrong. Okay, I'm not justifying that, because that was wrong. That wasn't right. He shouldn't have made me feel that way. He should have never done that. But I just don't know where I would be. What would have happened to me if he had never done what he did to get me out. And I'm so grateful for him for doing that. I'm so grateful. Because he was right. I had a baby girl at home and I had to go home. I needed to go home. I didn't need to be there. And so was that boy. He was right. I didn't come a crazy person. I'm not crazy. But whatever it was that they were doing in there, brainwashing people, doing God else knows what. Who knows what could have happened? And I don't want to sit here and think of what could have happened, because that was enough for me to go through. And that brings me back to Britney Spears. Why I'm so concerned on a true, sincere level. Just fathoming, hearing that she's being held there against her own will. That's a scary thought. And that's a very real thing and a very real reality that I'm aware of. It's not just, oh yeah, she's being held captive. Like, I don't know why, and I can't tell you why some things happen to very special people. And I'm very special. Britney Spears is very special. But she's been handled by the wrong people, I think. Or is being around the wrong people. And, you know, they said that some people are saying that it's just a cover-up of her family trying to come out and say, you don't know what's happening. And no, we don't have any fucking idea what's happening. But hearing that she's being held against her own will, and then on top of that, those Easter Sunday pictures, guys, I'm fucking sorry. But does that look to you like somebody who's here? And maybe I'm reading way too deep into all of this. And I hope and pray to God that it's just that. And I sincerely pray that it was just the first thing that I heard, that she's just trying to get better and she's having a hard time. So she went in herself. Not that she's being held, because I do not anyone ever go through that. Losing your mind, because that's scary. But sometimes in certain places there are very dark forces at work. Don't hold such strong disbelief that this maybe not be a thing. Okay, let's acknowledge that if this could, and that's the scarier thing. And I think that's why it's so triggering for me, because last night when I heard this, I spiraled. It put me in a very traumatic place again. And I was like crying and holding my stuffed animals and like begging, like, please, like, stop thinking, don't take me back there, stop thinking, don't take me back there. I don't want to relive that. I don't want to rethink that. But it is very real. And I see these false fronts in little places. I'm just like, shit creeps me out. Like, I have PTSD from this. Like, I have severe, real as fuck PTSD I cannot control, because what happened to me was real. And it was crazy. And that's the scariest thing of it all, is if this is happening, who the fuck is behind all this? And why? Why does the hospitals, government, whoever the fuck, think that this shit is okay to do to people? Because the thought of what it could be is bigger than all of us. Truly. And please just think and put into some consideration, if anyone that you know goes into a facility and they're telling you shady shit's happening here. Something is not right here. Please take the time. Please listen sincerely. And maybe take that person out of where they are and maybe put them into another place where they could get that same help. But maybe that place just isn't for them. And even if nothing really is happening, okay, please take their word for it, okay? Just try and hear them out and just listen. Because I just really don't want this happening to anyone. And I'm sorry this has been such a long video, and I'm sorry it's been such a hard video. It's been a lot, especially with this stupid friggin' lighting. My God. You guys, while my lashes are falling off as I cry, please be good. My friends, I love you all so very much and so dearly, sincerely. And just keep Britney in your prayers, her family. Send her your positive thoughts and vibes, and send good vibrations to her in this earth right now because she needs it. That being said, I'm not a big Britney fan. Britney isn't a big part of my life. I don't follow her music like everybody else. So I'm not some biased fan hearing things, standing by and taking a biased opinion. This is a totally unbiased opinion. This is me speaking my truth because it's time that you all hear the reality of some hospitals or some mental hospitals. And I'm gonna end this video on this note because like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you guys want to see more crazy story times. Literally. If there's anything that I can learn from these experiences is to try and help educate people and just give them some sort of brief knowledge so that they could take it and maybe use it if they ever need it. So, that's it. I love you, guys. I love you, Britney. Bye.